show. Thank you. Have a sit down. Have a sit down. I mean, we are live. Hello there. We're so live. Mwah. I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Listen, we are so live. We were screaming. Y'all didn't hear me. I'm telling my team I got no prompter, so we're just off the wheels. It's live today. We're just holding on. It is election day, a monumental day in our country, an historic election. Go out, exercise your right to vote. We have a big show for you today. I got to catch you up because I said we're live. Here's the deal. Here's what I did over the last few days. Just got back from New Orleans. Thank you, Nola. We were hanging out WGNO, home of the Tamron Hall show. LBJ, thank you, sir, for a great interview. And then, of course, when you're in New Orleans, what do? Eat, baby. Yes, we did. Thank you to Turkey and Wolf. We had the best lunch. Let me tell you what I had. I want to thank Mason, the owner. Y'all, I had a fried bologna with chips sandwich. If you know, you know. Turkey and Wolf, they take old school sandwiches because he has history. His dad owned a gas station, and then he turns it into like a new spin. I was in sandwich heaven. And then I had to keep eating because I'm in New Orleans. We wrapped up at the Brunch and Books event at Baldwin and Company Bookstore. Very special book signing. Lish and I were there for the Confident Cook Tour. They cooked things from our cookbook and served them up. Shout out to my AKAs who showed up. And all the beautiful folks, all the beautiful folks. Okay, because we got to get to the show. I'm telling you all about my life. Okay, so then your favorite Tam Fam nephew, I'm so proud of my baby. He got his first Taekwondo belt. And he's been really working. Okay, I'm about to be that Facebook mom and show y'all a clip of what happened when he got his belt. Take a look.
One more time, Moses. Come close to me. Stronger, Moses. Ready? Louder.
I don't see the device.
I can't hear you. Rib Galley, Moses. Come close to me. And
He broke the board and was like, oh, somebody's gonna tell my mama, somebody's gonna tell my mama. So that was a big moment in our life. So speaking of from breaking the board in Taekwondo to this show today. So last season I had longer nails and I stopped wearing them because I went to one day get Moses out of his car seat and I broke my nail down to that end, you know? And I was like, no more nails. And so my supervising producer, Kathy, she has a daughter around Moses' age, and she recommended this thing here. I have it in my hand. So this is called the UnbuckleMe. What you do is you slide this around the car seat buckle, you press it down, and it releases. That simple. And I know we're all thinking, how did I not think of that? And that's today's show. It's all inventions and ideas that have stopped us in our track. Millions of people wanting them. So UnbuckleMe came from the brilliant minds of our first guest, Barbara Heilman, with the help of her daughter, Becca, Davison. Together, they've launched a successful business selling 500,000 of these UnbuckleMes. Take a look at their story.
This is our story about my mom, the inventor. Well, actually, it starts a little bit earlier, when my first daughter was born. My mom could not unbuckle her car seat, and it was frustrating because she couldn't take her out of the house, and I was relying on her as a babysitter. We tried to shop for other car seats, but we just couldn't find any that she was able to open. My mom also happens to be an occupational hand therapist, so she was perfectly suited to invent something to solve her problem. We went to this trade show in Las Vegas to get feedback, and people went nuts. We realized it wasn't just us. We found a manufacturer to help us make it, and then make a lot of them. And after I had my second baby, I spent most of my maternity leave filling orders, and then bigger orders. And then pretty soon we took over my mom's entire living room. And I couldn't imagine doing this journey with anyone else except my mom.
Please welcome Barbara and Becca to the show. First of all, congratulations on this. I'm going back to my nails, my Cardi B nails after this. But the original idea was to help people with arthritis.
That's right.
So take me to that aha moment, as Oprah calls them.
Yeah. Well, the aha moment was when she had her first baby, and she asked me to help babysit a couple days a week, and I said, sure, I'd love to. And then I realized, I said, you know what? I said, I can't push that red button on that car seat.
Right.
It hurts my thumb.
Right, because they're stiff and they're meant to be to keep the child, but you're literally like, I need scissors to get you out of here.
And you know, well, I'm also an occupational therapist.
Yeah.
And so I know from my career that actually a third of women over 55 have arthritis in their, it's called the carpal metacarpal joint, right here. And it just hurts. And you don't have the strength, plus it hurts.
Yeah.
And we did find out that the buckles are actually regulated to require 9 pounds of pressure, so they
Which
are
I didn't know.
actually a lot harder to push than a normal seatbelt.
All right, I'm sorry I stepped on you. It requires 9 pounds of pressure to open that.
Yeah.
So if you're not able to open it, now you understand why.
Well, and it's not safe either, right?
Yeah.
To be taking kids out and not be able. She was taking my daughter out, and I'll be honest, asking strangers sometimes on the street, like, "Come help me unbuckle my kids."
No,
twice.
don't be embarrassed. I've had that happen when my
Right?
nails were long. I'm trying to do my knuckle.
You just
I
got them
turned to
done?
this
Yeah.
person at Target. I was like, "Can you help me get my child to go?"
Exactly.
Okay, so you came up with the prototype. I think we have video of you coming up with the prototype of this. I always wonder, like, you had no experience in this.
Well, okay, being an occupational therapist, a lot of what we do is adapt equipment for people with disabilities. So I had done a lot of that. You know, I worked with a lot of spinal cord patients that didn't really have hand function. We used like levers and rubber bands to substitute for muscles. And so I thought, okay, this is now my problem. I have arthritis. That's why I can't do it. And I'm going to get a piece of adapted equipment for myself. And
so is this the actual prototype?
This is the actual thing. This particular material, material makes splints out of it. It's a thermoplastic. It comes in sheets, and you heat it in water. It gets very pliable. You can mold it into any shape you want. It sticks to itself. It's awesome material. And then when it just sits for a while, it hardens, and it stays where you put it.
Okay, so that was the original material. When did you, Becca, know that, okay, this is an idea worth me quitting my job? That's the part I like. It's like, great idea, Mom.
It didn't happen right away. But yeah, I really believe my mom was the right person with the right background, that her brain worked differently than ours do, and she saw an opportunity, and I don't even think you were thinking of it as an opportunity, but she just saw a problem to solve. And I just thought it was genius. I thought, my mom can't be the only person on the planet that has this problem.
Right.
So I started talking to friends and said, you know, does your mom help with your kids? Does she take them out in car seats? And so many of my friends said, oh, no, I don't trust my mom with the car seat at all. Like, you know, they take strollers, or they walk, or they stay at home.
All right, well, coming up, the moment on Shark Tank that took Barbara and Becca to the next level. We'll hear about that the whole hour. Great ideas that came from a problem, and someone found a solution. We'll be right back. Welcome back. All hour, we're showing you great ideas that make you say, I wish I thought of that. We're back with the women behind the idea that inspired the show. It's called UnbuckleMe. The creators, Barbara Heilman and Becca Davison, are with us. So, Becca, you had the idea, and then you ended up on Shark Tank?
Yes, I mean, everyone has, it's funny, everyone sees this product and says, you know, I wish I had thought of that. And then the next thing they say is, you should go on Shark Tank.
And you're like, we did, but here's the deal.
We kept hearing it.
You kept hearing it.
So we went to audition for Shark Tank. We, you know, camped out at 5 in the morning with a bunch of other hopeful inventors and auditioned for the show. And the first year we didn't make it, but the second year we did.
We have a clip. Let's play it. Let's play the clip.
Bring it on. You guys are wonderful. Love you. I mean, you're, like Mark said, the real deal. This is fantastic. So here's our offer. Our offer is we're going to give you $100,000, no royalty, 20% split between us. That's it.
Wow. 20% will help you.
You're really giving up
get you where you need to go.
Let's see where your head's at.
You're getting 2 sharks.
I'll give you $100,000 for 15%, no royalty.
This is amazing. We never anticipated this. That's a phenomenal offer.
It's a
So
lot
now
of
you got
equity to
3
give up.
offers that you have to decide on.
Yeah. Would you split 15% and we'll call it a deal?
Because we're worth.
We're worth it, baby.
Wow, that's such greed.
Deal.
Deal!
Okay, so here's the deal. Timing is everything. You filmed that, but it didn't air until May 2020. So you go from this high energy moment to, wait a minute, we're 2 months or 3 months into a global pandemic.
Yes. Yeah, we had this big watch party planned.
You had a big watch
It's
party.
gonna be so fun.
It was going to be so fun. We all had big plans. It was going to be so fun.
Yes, yes.
But you got the eyeballs when people weren't ordering things.
Right. It was an interesting time. We were so excited, but also it was such a strange time in our world to be excited about something. But yeah, it was an incredible opportunity. I mean, the eyeballs of people. I think so much of this product has been education.
Yeah.
Because people struggle out there, in parking lots or at schools with this and, curse at the car seat, but then that's the end of it. And they don't think to go to the internet and think, there's probably a product to solve that. No one thinks to do that. And so I think so much of our journey has been just educating the market that, hey, there is a product that can solve this problem for you. It's $15, you can find it on the internet. And so that's what I think Shark Tank did for us, was just give us this platform.
You got the exposure.
To just tell so many people about it. And from there, I think it's just spread.
When did you realize it went from people struggling with arthritis to people like me who have unreasonably long fingernails?
We really didn't anticipate that at all. That just, to me, was...
It really was the customer reviews. And I know you read every single review that we get. I still do most of them. But it's incredible to see these reviews from people that say, I had long nails, or even some people pass it back. And I've lived this journey with my older kids now. Pass it back to like a 4 or 5-year-old in a school drop-off line, and they can do it themselves.
Oh.
And that is worth its weight in gold, that you're not having to get out of the car, and some carpool lines don't even want you to get out of the car.
Right. Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
Because it's so easy to do with the leverage. The leverage reduces the force down to about 60%
So
less.
the leverage of this reduces the force you need to what?
To open the buckle. In other words, instead of pushing 9 pounds, you push out here on the end, and you're pushing 3 pounds.
It's almost like an old-fashioned nutcracker.
You just do it
Yeah.
like
Oh,
you
I
push.
know, I use it.
But you have to push on the. But you push on the end here.
Yeah,
But you have strength though. Yours
No,
is to
I
not
don't.
break
You're
the
assuming
nail.
things about me. Barbara, I'm 54 years old. It's getting hard over here. It's getting hard with it.
Yeah.
So what is your advice? Because I think a lot of us have these ideas and you're wondering how do I take this to the next level?
Sure. I will say I had no experience with marketing. I had no experience with any of this. So the first thing I'll say is it's possible for anyone on this planet to take your idea and run with it. And so that's the first thing, is you can do it. Yeah. The internet.
We knew nothing.
No, the internet's
Some of the
amazing.
questions we asked each other at some of these trade shows were like, what was that? What was
we
that?
laugh now about the things we asked each other.
How dumb we were,
Right.
But
We
we've
didn't know.
learned. It's been 8 years.
It's been 8
And
years.
we build on it.
And they built on it.
Still learning.
And I love that. And now you've come out with new products to address new needs. This is the glow-in-the-dark one. Because sometimes in the car it's a little dark, you can't see.
Well, our customers, so the other great thing about launching a product today is social media. It's this huge organic platform. You can just share your story. And we've been so vocal on social media about sharing our story. And people wanted a glow-in-the-dark version. So we thought, well, hey, let's make a glow-in-the-dark version.
Do you have a babysitting version? And then you're done.
I know.
I mean, this is so inspiring, right? Barbara, Becca, check out UnbuckleMe online and on their social media, UnbuckleMe. And guess what, studio audience? You're going home with your own UnbuckleMe bundle. Get those kids ready.